And welcome back to Pokemon Team Videos. Today's Pokemon Team video comes from us from Parker Smith, who asked the question, what is Carl from Pixar's Up's Pokemon team? Pixar does a great job with their characters, but it doesn't always mean their personalities transfer immediately into a Pokemon team. Likes, interests, dislikes, that can work. Their abilities, that can work, but just a personality isn't necessarily a Pokemon team. But I do believe there's enough there that we can make it work. That said, I did have to cheat a little bit. 3 of his Pokemon are the exact same Pokemon, because what is the plot of Up? This man who lost his wife, it's still one of the most emotional things that Pixar has ever done, if not the most emotional is that beginning. But this man, he loses his wife, and their dream was to visit this location. And so he puts a bunch of balloons on his house to make the house fly to that location ultimately. And then you have the balloon Pokemon, Drifloon, which fits that to a T. Add on to the fact that it is a Pokemon that is said to kidnap children, allegedly, and he did technically kidnap a kid by mistake. You do have the makings of that. Add on to the fact that because he is an older man and a bigger balloon Pokemon makes sense, Drifloon makes also sense because it's just a bigger hot air balloon, and it would be the big center Pokemon that's helping do that. So yeah, I feel like even though that is cheating with the 3, I've done that before with the Clone Trooper or the Stormtrooper teams. So I do feel that is a warranted way to go about doing that. So there's that, and then you get Drifloon, obviously, who was just the bigger, more powerful balloon. So that just leaves us with the last 2 now. At that point, now you get a bit trickier. Now, fortunately, because he's an old man, and he ultimately befriends a kid, becoming a grandfather figure to him. I do think that Drampa makes sense. It would be his powerhouse, his oldest team member he's had with him since the beginning. And even though he's lost affection for the world around him, Drampa's still there to kind of cheer him up and be his friend. And ultimately, when he makes friends with the kid, who I can't remember his name, I'm just calling him the kid. And I think, let's be honest, most of us do. That, Drampa's there and he's playing with the kid and all that. So I think Drampa, would be a very good addition to the team. Which leaves the last Pokemon. And for me, especially because we get the shorts with Carl and on Disney Plus with him and Doug, I think he needed a Doug on the team. I do think he needed that. And at that point, I'm just like, okay, what Pokemon is a Doug? Which dog Pokemon best represents Doug? So I'm like, Growlithe, Arcanine. No, they're not Dougs. Houndoom? No, that's definitely not. If anything, Houndoom more represents the Pokemon the villain had for the Dobermans. And then you get Poochyena, Mightyena. No, those are more hyenas. Still canine-ish, but hyenas. Lucario, Reload. No. Fifth. Was there a dog Pokemon in the 5th gen? Oh, yeah. Not Yamper. The Stoutland line. No. And so I'm thinking, well, I've already done this guy before, but does it work? Yeah, when you look at Boltown, you look at that. Look at that face. That's a Doug Pokemon right there. And I've actually always really liked this design. I didn't use a Yamper in my first playthrough. If I played again, I probably would. Just because I do like Boltown. It's just a nice looking, but it's a well-designed Pokemon. Yamper and Boltown are well-designed Pokemon. Very much so. So yeah, that's your Doug right there. And you can even have a device that makes him talk and all that. So yeah, that's definitely the team I'd have for Carl. So Carl's team, again, is a team of Drifloon, led by one Drifloon to represent the balloons of his house, and the fact that he did technically kidnap a kid. Unintentionally, but he did. And he was even so much of a rush about it. Can you please let me in, sir? No! Okay. Drampa to represent the fact that he is a grandfather figure to that kid eventually, and ultimately was able to overcome that and find his spark of life again and enjoy life a little bit. And then Boltan also for that, but to also represent the hyperactive Doug. So that is Carl from Pixar's Up Pokemon team. That is just my opinion, though. Obviously, this is one of the shortest ones of this series I've done because I just did a whole team of Drifloons. But yeah, sometimes that's the way it goes. It's not going to be like he only had one Drifloon. It actually wouldn't have made sense for one Drifloon and one Driflim. It would make sense that he'd have a team with them to represent like the giant thing of balloons he used. But that is, again, just my opinion. What do you think in the comments below? Let me know. But thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe. As always, if you want us to review something, put in the comments below. Let us know. We'll do a review of it at some point. Hit that bell if you want to be notified. I'll be back later with who would win and box office. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.